Hey guys, I'm April from Giggle Glitter Graphics, and I am here with another Friday freebie project. This week I have a Steampunk holiday Christmas folio for you to put together. If you are on my email list, you will get this sent to your email today around noon Eastern. And if you are not on my email list, you can sign up and get this sent to you immediately by using the link in the description down below. I have already printed all of the pages as well as cut them out and pre-folded a couple of things. Two of the pages are single-sided and they have all the little ephemera and pockets on them. And one page you need to print double-sided. It has these two panels on them and you're going to print the included paper on the reverse side of the page before you cut them out. There are little fold lines right down the middle of both of these, as well as a tab for you to fold. And when you fold these in half, it's going to almost meet that tab, but you should be able to see the little line on the print whenever you have it printed out. I have also used vintage photo distress ink around the edges of all of my pieces. This is optional. I think it adds some more dimension, but you can skip this step if you like. So let's get started assembling everything. I'm going to move all my ephemera pieces off to the side. And then I've got my 4 pockets here. I'm going to move these off to the side, but I'm going to use these next. And let's start with the 2 main panels. So I'm going to flip these. These are designed so that when it's all together, you can kind of stand it up and have the reindeer and the kind of train sleigh all in a row on the back. So the easiest way to do this and make sure you're gluing it correctly is to put the panel with the 2 reindeer over the tab and then just flip the whole thing over. And now you know you haven't made a mistake and glued the tab on the wrong piece. I'm going to use Beacon Fabri-Tac. You can use any adhesive that you prefer. I do recommend Beacon Fabri-Tac because it has a small point and it makes it easier to glue the pockets on later. I'm just going to run a little bit of glue on the plain part of this tab. And then stick this down, kind of butt this up, and then stick it down on the other panel. And then I'm going to check and make sure everything is going to fold nicely for me and that it's all lined up. This is kind of a flip out situation. And that looks pretty good. Next, I'm going to add my pockets. There are a couple of corner pockets. I'm going to add these first. The blue one is going to go to the left, and I'm going to grab my Fabri-Tac and just run a little bead of glue right along those straight 90-degree edges. I'm going to leave the long angle edge unglued, and then I'm going to place this all the way to the bottom and the left-hand edge. Just going to make sure it's not hanging out, nice and neat. And that looks pretty good. And let's pop over to the right side, same thing, those 90-degree sides. A little bit of glue. And then I'm going to place these, and place this right all the way against the right-hand edge and the bottom. And then check and make sure it's not sticking out. Those look pretty good. Now on the center, I'm going to place my little side pockets like so. So I'm going to grab the house, I'm going to flip it this way, and then just glue along the short sides and the inside long side, the side that goes against that crease. Let's move that pocket out of the way. I'm going to place it almost to the crease, but not entirely, because if you push it all the way into the crease, it makes it hard to fold this up. It's going to get jammed up. And then I always do a test fold. That'll kind of nudge things out while the glue is wet, if it's kind of binding up in there. And then we're going to repeat that for the stocking pocket. And there'll be a little gap in here. If you don't like how that looks, you can use distress ink or a marker or something down there to disguise it a little more. For the stocking, I'm actually going to flip it like this, and then again, glue the 2 short sides. Now, if you're left-handed, you might need to flip these a little differently to get the glue on the right edges. But you want to have these inside edges glued and then leave this open for a pocket. And then on this one, you want this space to be open for a pocket. Place it down, same thing. Let's do a fold check. Everything's moving nicely, and then make sure that nothing is sticking out on the top or bottom. And this is a quick and simple one today. All we have left to glue down is, let me see if I can find them all. I have 4 different options for words, and you can kind of mix and match these however you like, and I'm going to place them on these pockets here. So you can kind of do just steampunk and clockwork. You can do steampunk Christmas, steampunk holiday, clockwork holiday, Christmas holiday. It's up to you, whatever your preference is. I think I'm going to go steampunk Christmas, and I'm just going to attach those. This is a great place that if you have a little fabric or washi tape or something like that, you can do a little layering here. Place some texture underneath of that. I would not go too thick because this all has to fold up. It's kind of a flippy floppy folio. There is my second one. And then these are just extra. I could use them on the outside if I wanted to, and I might just do that for fun. But let's load this up first. You have a couple of larger cards. These are going to fit right into those center pockets. Make sure all your glue is dry before you put these in, because if your glue is not dry and you put them in, they're going to get glued inside of your pocket. So don't put them in until everything is dry. And we've got a cat and a dog, regal and steampunk cat and dog. I'm just going to tuck one in each angled pocket. There's a couple of little steampunk dolls. Again, one in each angled pocket, just kind of poking out there, all cute and jaunty. And I've got a couple of fun tickets, one with a candle and one with some cocoa. And I'm going to finish off those side pockets with those. I'm going to fold this up. And now if I want to, I can add some of this to the front. Maybe I'll do something like that. That looks fun and jaunty. And if you would like to secure this, you can add a Velcro dot or wrap some ribbon or trim or something like that around it to keep it shut. And that is it for my little steampunk Christmas folio. I hope you've enjoyed this project. If you are signed up for the email list, you'll get new freebies every Friday. I am working on something really extravagant for the new year. It's going to be quite a big multi-part project for you to download for free, print it home, and follow along and put together. So I'm really excited about that. That is going to start at the first Friday of January. There's also another little project coming out the last Friday in December. So get signed up for the email list, join me in creating all of these fun little projects, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.